Yes, go ahead.
So my first question is actually a few. My first question is vegan now, because I've looked it up, tried to figure out how to defeat it, and I get good vegetables and stuff, and I don't know, I have no idea, like, other than to wait for them to actually try to submit me or something, I don't know how to do it, because he just introduced it recently to us, and so when somebody does it, even when somebody who hasn't been doing it for very long, I just lay there and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Why don't you eat meat? The vegans are taking over. Guys are going. That's rude.
So your question is, you have a hard time
escaping it if you don't want to. I've seen some people who can kind of like maybe muscle your feet away, but it's not so.
So it's right there, right?
So, okay.
How'd you do that? So what I'll do right here is I'll push him off. I'll give him a little something. That might work sometimes, right? And so you go here, and you don't go up, because that doesn't get you nothing. Right? You can't go back. So where can you go here? And it's not such a push, because he's a big dude. And I could be a smaller person, right? So your hands go here, right? And all you do is when you buck up, you move. So keep it on me. Don't let me have it now. You in? Yep. All right, so you go right here. If I just push, oh, look, you can grab, right? So you go, right off. Okay, the other thing that I'll do is I'll go here, boom, right here, and I'll just bring this to me. You see what I just did? So look. All right, boom. And then what I'll do is I'll arch up, and as I arch up, you get him over here. In place. Look right here. Turn around. Going that way. Dude, your toes are painted.
That's the natural.
Bro,
Too much time in the lake.
bad influence. So I'm right here, right? But see, there's nothing really keeping me. So take your knee. Oh, let's turn around there so you can see that. So look, you go here, right? And just take a leg to. Yeah. Oh, good. Now he pinches it right here. And now look at my hands, right? I got my hands out, right? So I'm big, but he goes arches and then throws a kick. And look, it just sits me right on my bum. Now you go around this way. Does that make sense to you?
A lot, actually.
Kind of makes you feel a little stupid, doesn't it?
Bad, yeah.
Oh God, I spent so many years with Professor Sauer going like, Professor, I get caught in this position and it sucks really bad and I don't know how to get, oh, it's easy. Just wiggle your nose like this. Yeah. So, right there, look, so that's kind of a fun one. Go here, because we'll use this one for knee mount too. We'll come back to this one. So he's on me again, one more time, without a partner, hold on. So I go here and I just take this, and my leg, I just come around low, and I grab his footing. Okay, now I got this, I know his hands are out great, but I hit his leg, and I arch up super high, look, like this, and then I kick my leg over. All right, that's what we should do the whole time, right here, right, Lou? And just come over. So come here real quick. Coach, right there. Come on. Boom, right there. All right. So knee to the butt. Okay, you want to do the first one. Let's do the first one. So I want you to push, and I want you to, as you push him, you zoom out.
So kind of elbow skipping.
Yeah, it's kind of elbow skip, but you're popping it towards me. And the problem is there's nothing keeping him right there. Okay. All right, but there's really nothing you can get after that. You just get him off.
Which is fine.
Yeah. All right. The other one is take your knee to his buttocks, come around and yeah, grab with 2 hands. Yes. Now, Carlin's butt's really huge, as you can tell, right? So, no offense. No offense. So you want to come low around the legs, right? Don't come around the buttocks, right?
Fine.
So you got a hold of this guy, right? Looking this way, arching, arch up like. Now right there, come around, keep that, pass. Does that make sense to you? Now let's take this one step further. We'll come around knee mount now. So he's right here with knee mount, right? Not knee mount, but like he's going to slide across is what I'm trying to say. Like he wants to. Let's do this. You stay down for a second because I explained it wrong. Not knee mount, no more, but I go. The knee sliding across, right? So you get a guy who knee slides you. So I'll be like this right here, and that knee comes, I'll go pinch. You see how I said, go ahead and knee slide. See, so I'm keeping that, right? Because if this goes down, he'll knee slide, it'll just move. Right? So I'll be here on side control. Let's go side control. And he, right here, and that knee comes across. Pinch. You see what I'm saying? So he'll keep trying that. Look, this can go here, and if I need to, I'll just move up to get a better grip. See how he's back here? Like, oh, I can't quite get it, right? So you just go, oh, and you grab that foot, and you hold on here, and you hold on here. Can you get away from me? You see, it's the same move right there when he knee slides. Does that make sense? So you do it. Let's spin around this way so you can see. So look, and the guy goes here and oh crud. Oh. Yeah, that's good too. Fine.
You go here?
Yeah. Now you can go either way. You can go this way, or you could go that way. You just don't. You're not going to grab the arms though. It's not, look, how do I stop it? Look. Right, go back. Now we'll go the other way. So I come across. Oh. Right? Now you think, oh, look, I can post with this leg. Go ahead and arch up. Go ahead and turn over and kick.
This way?
Yeah. Just like, ah. But the cool thing is you go one way, it doesn't work. You go the other way, and he's going to go. At the very minimum, he doesn't get the mount across, right? He'll just get his leg down and call it good. So anytime someone's trying to mount on top of you, you can just bring your knee to your chest. Okay? So, let's practice this real quick. Vegan guard, or vegan mount, I should say, boom, right with the legs. People will do that to you. I want you just to push your knee, grab, take them on over. We cool with that? Do you need to see it again? You guys get it? Good. Now we'll bring it back if we need to. All right, we're going to count to 3 and clap. You guys do this? On 3, here we go. 1, 2.
I was off.
All right, real quick, everyone look. Now we're in guard, right? And you'll go counter this, and someone will put this foot right here for some reason. You're doing something, right? So now we just had that move, right? I went around them, right? Now you can go and grab that foot underneath. Do you see what I'm saying right here? This is completely off of what we're doing. Like, who cares about that roll now? We could just be in the guard, right? We're in the guard or whatever, and he's right here, and maybe he's bringing this in right here, right? And I just come around and I'll grab that thing now. Can you get out of that? Thanks. That's kind of fast. You see, because you're too busy trying to straighten it out, right? So getting a guy caught right here and grabbing that foot, God, I know he made a career out of that. That was his main pass. Was grabbing that over the top and grabbing that foot. You guys understand that? So when you're done going across and you feel comfortable with that going across and rolling, just practice it right from the guard now, right? And what it is the stimulus for this move is you put the shin right across. And so you'll use that a lot for things. I mean, people, higher level players set that sucker up.
You would mention that, and that's kind of what's making me feel bad. Because when people go to pull guard, I try to catch it. I use that foot, which is why when we did it on the other side, I was like, it can be done on both sides. Awesome.
So let's just keep going side control right here. Right, I got you, and he goes to put me in the guard.
Sorry, is that not right there?
Right, right, and you fall, you put your face down and you grab that sucker. And he might try to even attack your arm or whatever, but that's okay. You're just passing that thing, and that's how you get that thing back. You see what I'm saying? And how you can, one more time, as he goes to get me in the guard, right, boom, I'll crush it. Like you're saying, look how I put it, I get close to him. I don't want it. It's kind of hard to get around, right? So I go, oh, right in, but here, I know you can't see very well here, and here, look.
Is that still something you're trying to grab at the toes, or?
I'm grabbing his ankle right now, only because I'm in here. It's hard to get down to the toes right now. All right? And all I'm doing is my body is keeping it in the road, so he's not going to straighten it out. And if he did straighten it out, right, go ahead and like, hands. Straightens out right to my evil plan. Are we cool with that? So we're just taking this one. Look, there's another move right there, right? That you just need to understand. And that's just getting this here and holding on to it. So now you can't. I know a dude black belt who just made it. He did that so many times on me. That pass. So, questions? Okay, let's keep going on. Now we're going across, right? He's knee sliding, and you just stop it. You go, oh, thank you. And you hug. I just want to say one more thing. When you hug, grab those legs, man. Don't go dilly-dally. Dilly-dally? No dilly-dallying. You get on it, you grab those things, right? Because he's not going to just sit there for that. All right, questions? All right. 1, 2. You guys like that? Yeah. Let me talk real quick, and I was just speaking here, these two were partnering up. One smaller, one bigger. One of my rules of jiu-jitsu is, I call it move thyself. All right, move thyself. What I'm talking about is, we got a big dude right there, right? I need you to go move him. You aren't moving him unless, right? But you can always move you away or two. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you need to do, you move to or away, but you can always move yourself in the position that you're. So if you're being crushed, in there, right? You aren't like people sit and they buck up, and they're trying to move this dude, and now they're a big dude with gravity. Whoa, that's tough, right? So what you have to do is you have to be able to move yourself. You move yourself. You move yourself. If he starts moving, I move to him. He pushes me, I move away. So like if you were going to be like, give me a push. Right, pull me. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to pull me. I'll just go, oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. You guys see what I'm saying? Right hand upside. I want to go to the hand upside. You want him to go to the hand upside. What side do you want him to go to? Hand upside. The one that's facing you, right? The one that's facing you right now. So it's got to look like this. Right? So I have it in here. Thumb goes on one side. I don't want to go to that side. I want to go into this side. And then what you can do when you have this, right? You have this here. You go and you do that. Oh, look, I'm so stupid. And you don't let him have it. He doesn't get this side. Okay, so what's he going to do? He's going to jump over, right? Oh crap, I can't believe I'm going to get this. So the little trick that you're going to do is spin around, sir, this way, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to pull so hard on this and frame this. People try to go like this this and put this in here, right? You frame this and you literally take this one to the ground. All right, so it looks like this. I'm going to do it both ways, and you tell me. All right, I'm going to do the first way. I'm going to give you the forearm. Okay, so I go here. I get you right. Now I go here. I frame this one and I just pull this one, and I look down at the ground. So it's pull this, frame this. Instead of trying to go double action, it's not a double action move here. Okay, so again. Can you see? He went to this side, and I went, oh my goodness, I can't believe he fell for this crap. He didn't watch my videos. So all right, now take your head out of there for me. So do you see what I just did? I went here, and this is right here. Okay? So again, one more time. And I'm going to show you a good way to get into this hand position, because this is really difficult to get. And what will happen is, we'll start out this way. This is the way we do it. He ducks his head under. Oh. It's like seeing Bigfoot. I can't believe I'm looking at this right here. You see how we're here? So one more time. So we'll go here. He just ducks his head under. Oh, it's money. Bam. Oh, right? And all I can do this, I'll put this one down and let him jump over. Look, great. Okay, go back. Or I'll go out and I'll do this stupid. I'm just stopping him from this direction, right? And he thinks he's just jumping over. Boom, I'm right here. Let's spin a little bit so they can see. All right? I go right here, pulling this, kissing the ground as this stays firm. Right? That's all you got to do. And I start to pull this one. Now, at this time, he'll get this right idea of mount on top of him. All right? Because he's like, oh, yeah, please do, right? Boom, and I just keep on pulling. He might roll over now. Like, oh, he goes with it. And, oh, I just keep on pulling aside. I just keep on. All right, so without a partner, I have this here, and I go, because I need him to jump to this palm up side, right? I need that, because you got to understand that. Because if you go the other way, it doesn't work. Right? So I'm here, right, or whatever, and I just, please, just jump over. Whoa. As soon as that's on, he jumps over. It's that. This whole deal is up. The game is on. This, see how I frame that? Now that pulls. And as it pulls, it touches the ground, and I turn over, kissing the ground, leaving that there, choking the crud out of that dude. He mounts on top of me. I keep choking the crud out of that dude. He rolls. As I roll, I just turn to the side and I keep pulling and choking the crud out of that guy. If I don't get it, look, I just swept him. And now I'm in a good position, but that typically doesn't happen. Does that make sense to you? So, yeah. This is starting out good. Can't believe people don't notice this. Okay, like, and then you just come here. Oh.
That's quick. It's like that.
And if you don't tap, you try to like, kitty litter, dish soap. You're gonna go out. You really will. All right, so I need everyone to do this. All right, there's a baseball bat jump for you, right? Now we're here, and I want you to palm up, one goes up, as I pull this one down. Touching this, kissing the ground, leaving this here, and pulling all its work on that other collar. And then I'll show you a real cool way to get it without having to do the duck under. Because some people won't do the duck under. That was the original way that I envisioned that, but now we set it up where you don't have to do any of that nonsense, right? You just get it. All right, what are your questions? Yes?
So last seminar you talked about jiu-jitsu for life, conserving your energy with your partner. I work off my back a lot, so I'm older than a lot of these guys.
I can tell.
That was good. controlling their legs, so when it gets reversed, they're like, screw you, now it's time for me. And they have such long legs, a lot of them, and I'm fighting with the legs. I like your last technique. Is there more that I can slow them down with their long legs to be able
If
to?
you're in the guard doing that,
No, if they flip it, yeah, if I'm in their guard or they go to a Z guard and then now the foot fight's on and as I'm trying to, you know, get side control, they're just sporadic and moving and I'm trying to move with them.
yeah.
But I'm burning a lot of energy.
Well, we'll talk, I'll tell you what, I'll answer that question after we do this, and then we'll focus in on right on into that question about what you need to do. Does that have anything to do with this, though?
It could lead into the baseball bat choke once I'm there because I can control them more, but
But you don't want to control them, except in one direction. You can't jump over this way. All right, so in that sense, I think it's just really a con. Because you're going, please, right? But I'll show you how to control people more if you need to, or to take away their control with their legs here in a second, too. No problem. All right, any other questions on that? Yes.
Can you switch that? You said obviously go hand up, but can you go to the left side and just switch your hands?
Yes. But I'm a righty, so, but you can easily go this way. Yeah. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to confuse you because you can get deeper into this, but you just go. Whichever you like. And you might want to do it the other way. Questions? No? Are we good? You need me to do it on you.
Sure, I'll get next on that show.
All right, come here. And the only reason I ask this is some people learn this way. It's the way they learn. They need to feel it, so.
Don't tap on.
All right, so I'm right here. Look, I just have the hand on the collar, right? This is why it's always good to put your hand on the collar, because people do things. He ducks under. You go, holy crud, I might just get this thing. So look, it's right here. It's evenly spaced, too. I don't want it too tight. I just want it good enough, right? Obviously, I have this palm down, and he can't go this side. Okay? And all I do is I just move out, and I do this stupid little sweepy thing. Then he'll post his hand, look. Yeah, great. Because I want him to jump over. He jumps over, post this, hold this. He mounts on top of me. He rolls. And I got to kill him. You see what I'm talking about? It's evil. In the best way possible. And now I made that post. Who was it said the post? Was it you? I made that post because I truly believe that this choke is one of the finest chokes you can do because it's tricky enough. And I swear I've been teaching this 10 years. People, it's all on the internet and people still don't see it coming. And it's like, you'd think that they would. They could go, oh boy, we better stay away from the baseball bat choke. But people get it all the time. Like, I see people choked out all the time with it.
So,
Yes.
no, so I've thrown it, people get so nervous with the collar that kind of gets you hard. It gets harder for you to get your hands set.
Yes, and then we're going to talk about that next. Because, you know, dim ducking under, you got to get this perfect grip here. And that's hard to do on a guy who's fighting you. Going, I'm going to put my hand in there. It's not happening. But I'll show you how to do it. Okay, we'll get it down. It's very tricky. Questions? Anybody else need Phil?
I just have like
Well, come on down.
because he actually did that kind of setup for me once.
Who's he?
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
We shouldn't show him this stuff. All right, so right there, you ducks, and you go, wow, that's fantastic, right? You're just holding on, and you hear, you jump over. Here, pull, you mount. See how I turn right over? Look, that's it. He rolls. That second one's crazy. It's great. It gets, the greedier you get, the worse it gets for you. So don't be a pig, okay? All right. Questions? I'm delirious right now from not sleeping, so let's have a good time. We cool with that? Kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, you'll enjoy it just as much as I did, I promise. All right, on 3. 1, 2. Woo. Yeah. All right, now this really good. Now try to get it a little quicker. I know you're taking your time, but don't. Boom, and it's done. My thumb goes in and I'm already on the ground.
Yeah, so that's probably the question I'm having, how much time?
You're reaching as as you're already on the ball.
So don't grab it.
Yeah, because now we go here's another one. Oh, grab a baseball bat, Joe, and get out of there. Yeah, see how I'll grab it? Look how he just hands it. Yeah. Most of the time, probably, you're going to feel he'll roll on it too. Yeah. You'll feel the roll and he'll go, oh, I'll get out of it. Yeah, just not getting on the side.
There you had it. I was just trying to like, see if I could go along with it. Turn it.
Didn't see that tight, I really got two guys together.
You don't have to cut that off to get it.
You don't. It's right in there. See, you just got 2 points. And the submission, which is more important, but if you didn't, it's like, wow, I'll take 2. All right, come on back. You guys get a drink of water real quick. Come on back and we'll keep on. Keep it on. Your homework for this move is to see how many different places you can put the baseball bat choke on somebody. All right, and get creative. Stay like this, it makes it super difficult on me. I want to get like this. And all I do now is I get like this. All I do is I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to push on his foot and that comes over. Ah. Did you need it harder than that?
No.
If I'm like this, look, he gets me. That's all right. Here, let me. Carl, will you come here and do this real quick?
Yes, sir.
Nobody ever gets me in this. I could do either. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, very rarely. Michael would be about me a little.
I don't know, man. Yeah, this is for. So when we're doing this, if you go down, it's not, look, it's hard to get that, right? So we turn the other way so his knee goes down, and then we push and we come over the top. Yes, and then we straighten it. That's good. Still, see, I gotta have that. If you do this, he's just wondering why you did that. It's not nothing that happened.
And then everyone goes, oh,
Good. Feet go apart too. That's good. Now if you're grabbing his shoulder. She needs to sit up though. It's called the sit-up sweep. Sit up.
As soon as they see that coming,
I'm gonna also,
Yeah, bye.
I'm gonna step it so that when you're doing it, exactly you know where.
you go.
You know, I can get it up because you did. Do good in years.
Move away.
So, for you, Carl.
Just a punch.
I'll show you. that, but it can't take you. Has that been there? Right? So when this happens, what you do is you go here, you go like this. He goes like this, like up, and then it's like, so I'm side control on this guy right here, and I have him and I'm holding on to him. Well, I want to Americana him. Okay? So what the con is, if I just start going like this, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Yeah, you go, oh, something's up, right? Right? I go and I'm trying to get that thing, right? So the con, you go like this. I went here, and all I would do is just come under your neck and look. I would go here. He tried to stop it with that other one. Oh, thanks. You see, because it sucks so bad, and this is up, that he's going to try to save it with this one, and you go, wow, appreciate that. You guys see that? We can even practice this one too. But this will be here, right? And you're trying to get this guy, and he won't. And there's not enough pressure on this one to stop anything. So you just grab, and I just up like this. Look, see what I do? I put it right under his. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but he tries to stop it with the other one. Look, it's not going to do it. So he'll every bit says don't do it, but he will. And so I grab and I grab. Now, just since we're going to practice this, the Americana goes like this. It's not here, it's not down. Remember that I decelerate the motorcycle. And you can decelerate both of them. Look, see how both of them go up? I can do both. So everybody do this. Crane technique. Crane technique. Boy, if you can get good at bottom side control, things are real good. Now, let me just say, how many of you are guilty of this? Where you grab my head, get me all tuned up, park your car. Professor calls this parking your car. Because you'll be at a tournament and the dude will park his car here and not let you out because he's running out the clock. And people try to go, oh! How many are guilty of that? Trying to just buck a guy off of you, right? In gravity, he's a big dude. Things are bad for me, right? How many of you are guilty of this? Let the guy get your head right here. I don't even know if he gets my head. I don't know if I freak out. All right, so back up just a little bit. Anytime, this is me right off the bat. I never let anyone hug my head. You never. I'm gonna make side control bottom just 50% better for you. Don't let anyone grab your head. If they do, they're gonna park your car on you. They're gonna park their Winnebago on you, and you are not moving, and you're caught. All right. So the first thing I do, is as he's coming in, I stop this right here, and it's here. It's not pushing. Rule number 3, you frame and not push. All right, we frame. The strength is in the frame. This is a push. He'll get around this. Go ahead. Go ahead again, and I frame. My strength is in the frame, okay? And I want to be here. If he's just super powerful, go ahead and get my head. Go ahead and get under my neck too. I don't think you're under there enough. Try to. Yeah, see, I'm going like this, huh? I don't know. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm shrugging, and I'm not letting him he doesn't get under my head. All right, you don't get, but what do people do? They just give it to, and now, whoa, right? Here's my wallet. I won't even fight. Here you go, right? Hold me hostage. So when this happens, I go here and I'm here. Look, I stopped this. Put your weight on me. Oh man, that's so much better. Can you keep me down?
Oh, yeah.
No, keep me down. Seriously, I'm not joking. Oh man, that is so much easier. Do you see what I'm doing? Now he doesn't have his upper body to keep me. So when this happens, you have to be, even if we're doing something where it requires you to hug, as you do that, go ahead and hug my head. I'll stop and then I'll let him have it. So I think about it, because I instantly will never let anyone get my head here. And I can pass this around, whatever. Does that make sense to you? So this one goes here and this one goes here. And now look, I'm flat on my back. I don't care. I'm flat on my back. That's fine. But he just doesn't get to put this diaphragm on my diaphragm and crush me down, right? And then if he wants to crush me down, everything doesn't necessarily push. This arm right here will frame up. Go ahead and crush me down.
That's what Saul was doing.
Yeah, see, look. Now I got a good chance of getting away. Because look, now we're just chest to chest, right? And he's floating on top of me as opposed to being connected to me. And now life sucks. And to escape, I got to get him to undo that hold. We could discuss that if you wanted to, but I got to get him to. But it's in the curriculum, the Blue Belt curriculum, because man, I've got to teach you how to get rid of that. How many understand about the framing the hand part? Have you seen that already? I hope so. We stopped that, right? And it's in the instructionals, right? We stopped that. You don't let a guy. So you lay down. So a dude's coming in. His hand just goes right there. Look, and that's there. Right? And then that elbow can flare up over my head. Up. See where you're taking me up over your head? Look at this. Look at all that space. That's 50% easier to deal with. And then if you want, this hand that was here, the elbows come together and this comes under. You underhook. Oh boy. And now that flares up over your head. See, could you hold me? I could look at all this over your head. That's nothing, huh? As opposed to... How was that, dude? That sucks, huh? That'll give you an adjustment. I'm going to do it one more time. Don't let me have it. Look, now oh boy. Now he can turn. You see what I'm saying? So here's what I'm going to add one more step, and we're going to practice just this. And if this is all we do, and that's it, man, I just saved you a huge amount of time getting out and liking the bottom game a lot more. All right? What don't you let them do? Side control top. Don't let them park your car on you, man. Don't let them get that. You stop that. Okay? And you just move wherever he moves. Just stopping it, right? Don't push. All right? So frame them. Don't push them. Nothing good. Not very much comes good of this straight arm. It's always, this is the frame. And I don't care if you're on the hips or whatever, we always frame rather than push. Rule number 3. So what I want you to, just without a partner, I'm here, and what I want to do is I want to underhook his arm, because I call that the money arm. Okay? So what I do is, this is me. I'm here, I want to get under, but it's going to be hard just to go, so I'm going to take my elbows together. See how I squish them? And this will come through right under his arm. And I'll show this here in a second. But to do this, you got to go like this. And I will call this sleepy time. Alright, got to go to sleepy time. Boom, right under. And then when you do it, we'll call this the high 5. Okay? It doesn't grab the belt. And here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to demo this from right here. I'll be on this side. So I'm right here. I'd like to be on my side. Sometimes I can't. But I get on my side. If I want to get this through here and I try to do this, I'm not going to make it. Would you agree? Put your weight on me. Oh man, that ain't going to do it. Okay, so I get to the side, put your weight on me, and I just collapse it. Look. You see what I just did? So it's here, and right here, and now he's my shoulder, and this comes up. Now when it comes here, this is a high 5. It's not here. How do you feel here? Yeah, right? You can drive at me and stuff, right? So what I do with this one right here is I take this to my ear. I go like this. Boom. Go ahead and keep me down.
I'm going to go up the top.
All right, so hop out just for a second. Whack! Totally tight. You see what I'm saying? Look, that's how it is. It goes here because it's. I want to go like this here eventually. But if you stay here under, he'll just lay on it and it'll crush it. So when this comes under, it goes bam! So hard in your ear, super tense. So what have we done here? Can we get to this? How do we get under? Sleepy time! So right there, let's see how tight that is under his armpit, because he won't be able to go down. This is a miracle. This works so good, right? But if you go here, like people grab their belt, and then the dude's laying on it like this, and you can't go anywhere. You go up, and then I can start moving down. Look, I'll start moving on him, or I'll go whap and pop him off of there. So again, may I borrow you? So I stop this trying to get my head, look, right here, sleepy time. Move around, push me back on my back. Oh. I'll go out the back door then. See, right? Come here real quick. Over here, he's trying to get my neck. Oh, wait, I'll go here. Put your weight on me, put your weight on me, sleepy time. Go on, keep it down. Go back there, don't go so high up on. Try to go backwards. What am I doing? Can you see what I'm doing?
Using his energy to move.
I'm literally getting his body to go up over my head. This makes his body go up over my head where it doesn't crush me, as it crushes my soul down here. Have you ever had your soul crushed? Yes. Right, and it's all because of here. I can't breathe, but I go here. Now it's on my head, and it's not that big of a deal. And then my head will zoom out, and I'll get his back. Do you see what I'm saying? So what I need you to do is put me back, get all your weight right back on my diaphragm. Okay, that's what I need you to do. Right, so go on this side, sleep. Right, and sleep. Put me back. See how you're going up that way? Don't go back down towards my legs. Did you see him help me up? Did you see that? You backed up and I went. All because I'm giving the high five right here. All right, you lay down. All right, so I'm coming in, you stop right now. Good. Sleepy time. Oh, crud. Look, I can't get back down, but I'm trying to. Look here. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Hold me. All that weight won't go back down here. Look, it's going to stop right there. Oh, let me add one more thing. I screwed this up. I'm going to add one more thing. I always go here and I flare it out. Because then you'll go, well, how come you can't wrap that, right? But if you go, oh. So like right here, you have this under, high five, right? And see how that elbow's not flared?
Yeah.
Guys will grab like that. Now flare it out.
Yeah.
Look, now look, you can't get around it. Now see how you're grabbing? Touch your ear. Holy crap. Oh. See what I'm saying? Boom, right there, right? That's how we want to do that when we have that thing. It's not here. See, I just made it weaker because, boom, I tensed all that up. So when that's there and that's right, look. Look, it's flared out. Look, just like a salute. Look, I can't. Now I'm going up. All my whole body's going up over here. Look, and he'll have to do, okay. One more time right here. So we're here, right? I'm coming in to get you. I know that's the tough part, huh, to think about it, right? You want to grab. If you grab, go ahead and grab. Flare it out. Holy crud.
That's right.
I could come around.
Go ahead.
How's that on your brains? So what's the first thing you don't let him do? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good. Don't let him get your head ever, man. If that's you don't remember anything else I said, don't let him. He doesn't. You stop it, right? Shrug, don't, and then you can go back. Okay, you would attack his arm, and he doesn't get to hug. Okay, it's not a push. It's just this. I'm right here. I'm just stopping it. You don't get to hug my head. Now I got to do this. I can put it here or sleepy time. Right in there. Right here to the salute. Right. Get this. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it the salute right out there. And now I've got this guy here under it big time. If you're grabbing this, I do this all the time, man, and people don't. They're not getting me. They're not putting that weight on me because I don't want it here. Okay? And we can talk about getting in the guard. That's another thing. But just stopping them from getting their best position. You can't let him have his best position. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Wouldn't you love that? Yeah, you'll go, oh yeah, let me have that. That's what I want. And people just, in jiu-jitsu all across the world, I'll go everywhere, and then everybody just lets them have that. Like, oh, we'll just start in the very worst position we possibly can. Oh, I love jiu-jitsu. No, you don't. Right? Stop then. All right, talking up. Let's practice that with our, all right? And I want you to talk it through. I'd like you to do this. Let's break up into groups of 3. That way one of you can be the teacher or the nagger, depending on your skill and ability. You say, no, that needs to go here. So what we need is we need to stop it, frame it, just like this, the frame. Sleepy time, to the salute, elbow out. All right, you go out the back door, you can do whatever, but keep them from getting you. Does that make sense? Yep. Carry on. Nope. No, because I don't want you to get into a rhythm now. I'll just move. I just move. I don't argue with you at all, dude. I just go with you. I'm complimenting your movements. See what I'm saying? I didn't sit in forward, like, oh, you're not getting my arm. Yes, you will. Strong guy. But you see how you move, right? You, and then, oh, there it is. That's what I want. Insult. Make sense to you? I want you to be like a tiger. I know we're rhinos. But if you'll think tiger, how does a tiger hunt?
Stops first.
Yeah, you know what they do out in the whatever Serengeti or whatever the hell they're doing, you know, Michigan, wherever they're at, they sit in a bush and just sit there for a while. Lions are the same way, waiting for the gazelle to come by, right? And they wait for the gazelle to come by, and then they get ready, and they're right, and then they pounce on, right, at the time of surprise. They don't sit and go running and go chasing all day long, just running after gazelles, because gazelles are pretty fast. They better be. Right? One's running for his life, the other's running for his dinner. Right? Who's going to win? Well, probably the one running for their life, right? So that you just wait, right? And I'm just waiting and waiting, right, and you make a mistake, bam, I capitalize on it. And that's compliment before you insult. You see what I'm saying? And that's the kind of, that's what you need to have, right? And the reason I'm doing that, do we want to do that in a tournament? Not necessarily because he's my size. Maybe I can muscle the dude off. But if he's 40, 50 pounds heavier than me, I can't just muscle this dude. I can't just stop him from getting me. I have to be sneaky. So I'll just let guys beat up on me for a while. I take the point of least resistance, man. I let you beat up on me. I don't have to sit here and get you off in 1 millisecond. If you make you fall over or get your back. I just wait for you to screw up. Right? And pretty soon you're like, and what people do is, well, God, all you do is protect yourself. Well, then why don't you tap me out then? Right? I'm protecting myself until I see a time, and then I'll go on the attack whenever the hell I want. Not when you want. This isn't your show. You just don't understand that it's my show. I'm just hiding out for a while. And I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I'm just saying that's the game that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is all about. Is that, man, if a guy's bigger and stronger, just hide out, relax. Look at my muscle tense. It's not like this. When you're totally tight, we want to be loose, man. I want to use the least amount of force I possibly can. Did I use the money analogy with you guys last time I was here? Yes. Yeah, I hope so. You try to use it all the time. It's because, you know, we want to invest wisely in jiu-jitsu. Right? We don't want to, we give $1 to get $10 back. I never put $10 to get $1 back. That's called going broke. So in jiu-jitsu, I'll only invest a little bit. I don't sit and tighten up. That's too much investment for no return. Everything is loose. You're a big dude, right? I can see it. Your mind's like, and it all tightens up, right? It's just natural. Don't worry, right? And now you just need to be calm. Just lay there. Yeah. You know, like if, do you have any sons?
I've got a 9-month-old.
A 9-month-old. Oh, well, not quite old enough. When that 9-month-old is 2 and 3, how are you going to grapple with the your 9-month-old now when they're 2 or 3? How are you going to grapple with them? How will you do that? I'll smash their throat. I'll elbow them in the, no man, you're just play, right? Are you gonna be freaking out?
No.
They're gonna jump on you, you're gonna be like not caring, right? That's how you need to do jiu-jitsu against an adult. And I promise it works that easy when you stop caring so much. Just be like, yeah, dude, just don't get caught. That's not good. They throw you in an arm, not good. But you're right here, right? I'm moving myself. Look, I was moving, I'm just holding on, hiding. No problems, right? Come here and grapple with me for a second. Ready, go. Oh, Fred, did you just see what he did? Whoa. How come you did that to me?
You gave it to me.
Yeah, I was too busy doing this. Right? Too busy. Did I get anything out of that? How much did I invest in that roll? $50. That's 50 grand worth, right? And then I got nothing out of it, right? Back again one more time.
Just a little bit.
Jumped in a hurry. That was good.
Oh, no.
Am I muscling you? No. What did I do? I'm totally loose, aren't I? I'm going with you. Carl, come here. Ready to go. What kind of guy lets a dude mount on top of him? The guy who's practicing. How much more fun is this?
You go a lot longer like that.
Right.
Yeah,
It's more fun, isn't it?
10 times more.
And I started work stuff. I don't, and if he keeps me there, fine.
Leads to less attitude.
Yeah, well, I don't, I gotta let you go, okay. We'll stay here. And then I go, I'll show you all mount on top. Thanks, man. Oop. You see what I'm saying? Instead of going, you don't have to be aggressive all the time. I say you be defensive and aggressive when you need to. Right? Because that's spending money. And you should, what you should do is videotape your grappling, and every time you're aggressive that didn't get you anything, you have to like put in $5 in something. Like it was your real money.
I'd have a new key so fast.
It goes into the pot, right? Or $1. You go, oh, see, you wasted money there, $1. And you'll be like, oh, you'll start thinking about it, won't you? Whoa, right, I am spending money. I got to make sure, right? But if you do it right, you get 10. After you go, oh, wow, I can make some money doing this, right? You see what I'm saying? The last thing I'm going to say in the room, because I've gone 12 minutes over today, and I'm sorry. Totally sorry.
So mad.
Here's your homework for tonight. Yeah, I probably said this the last time, but I'm going to say it again. I want you to go home tonight to your house, and I want you to kick in your front door. All right, just go ahead. Did I say this the last time I was here? Yeah, then go in and kick in your. I want you to go home, kick in your front door. Dad, boom! All right, just kick it in. And you'll go, why are you saying that? Because you got in the house, didn't you? Isn't it a great way to get in the house? You can't tell me it doesn't work, does it? All right, I don't want to kick a window. Go break a window and then get in. You can't tell me you're not going to get in. Can we guarantee that?
Yeah.
You'll get in, right? What does your significant other say, or your dad? Why didn't you just use your key? Right? Well, Dad, you know, the key is a fine motor skill that I really don't want to develop. And kicking the door in is much more fun. But isn't that what we're doing in jiu-jitsu? We're kicking the door in all the time. I'm muscling as hard as I can, trying to kick in a door, when what I really need to do is find the key that will just open it up every time that I can use. So just use the key to open it up. And then I can keep using the door continuously, right? Instead of always using brute force on everything. It's kind of like a semi-tractor trailer going through a chain link fence. You know, you probably could have stopped the truck and got out and opened the fence and drove the truck through. Right? Wow, but it's so much more work. It's so much harder. But if you do that, you can keep. And what I say that is not so much the door, but your own body that you can keep using, right? You don't have to hurt yourself. All right, but unlike jiu-jitsu, boy, it might not work like kicking the door in. All right, and that's what we face. So every time you do something, you want to try to guarantee that it's going to work, or don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because I don't think I'm at the right angle. And that's what I do. I'm going through here and I'm just looking at angles, right angle. Do this angle, do this angle. Go here, go here. Now's the time. When I was grappling with you, I'm not thinking, I just win. I found the angle and I'm out. And I'm like toothpaste, you're just out. Right? Move myself. And the harder you go, the better I like it, because that's cool, because I can get under there more. The more floppy you are, the worse it is. Remember, who's I on top of?
Me.
How'd that feel? Well, I didn't use any muscle, I just went some. Right? It could be the same with you. You're right here, you hop on top of Coach here. Hands out like a table and just totally look. Get him off of you. Totally relax. Keep him up. Don't let him, you gotta keep those hooks. Let him have that hook again. Keep those hooks so touch your heels together. That's a lot. Go ahead, roll and do something. Muscle the crap out of that guy. How much energy are you using? None. Zero. You feel that? That's what we want to do in jiu-jitsu. Right? We have gravity to help us when we're like that. It just makes it more difficult. Right? The more you're like, you go, oh, wow. One more time. I want you to be totally tense on him now. And create a little space. Now create space. Oh, look at me, stop, look. Oh, there's all kinds of bad stuff about to happen there. See what I'm saying? All right. Now I've got 17 minutes over. All right, well, that's the seminar. Tell me what you learned today. Tell me one thing that you learned.
Don't let him get the head.
Right, what is it?
Don't let him get the head.
Don't let me get the head. What else?
I would like to move thyself.
Move thyself. Move thyself. The con is on. Frame it. Compliment before you insult. Right? 4 of the things that you just keep in your mind. That's good jiu-jitsu right there. This is me. This is you. Don't be that guy. All right, be loose. All right. Well, a couple more things. What'd you learn? You didn't learn anything?
Well, it's a bunch of technique. Baseball bat choke.
Baseball bat choke.
Springtime salute.
Yeah, I mean, it feels oh man, you see how you used it on one of these guys, on somebody. Right, that's me, man, right there, gotcha. I'm out of here. Relax. Yeah, it's all, this is a little tense, but the rest is loose. It's gonna be something. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right, I hope I wasn't too condescending today. I was very tired, and I try to. But you guys did great today. Everybody's doing really well. Not bad at all. I salute you guys. Awesome. All right.
Well, from us to you, it was obviously a rough trip. It was playing in strange automobiles like before. So thank you for sticking it through. At some point during the trip, as we learned last weekend for our last tournament, at some point during the trip, there was like a red flag where you're like, I should have just stopped and turned around. You had about 4 of those last night.
Oh.
So thank you for that. So,
Why? I want to turn it back on you though, because thank you for coming in. I totally appreciate it. Who cares about me is getting you to get me. That was. So before we go, I want everyone to do this. Oh, forget it. I hate you. All right, thank you guys. This is not the Grandmaster before we go. Without him, without him, there would be no us. All right, and out. All right.
good job, guys.
Start down here. Shake everybody's hand.